All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Double lines to your Apostle GMS. This is Amna Allah coming at you with a video. And in this video, I'm going to a couple of scriptures. About like eye service, men pleasing, things like that. I want to start from, this is the book of Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Chapter 23, I'm going to start from verse, I'm going to read verse 19. So this is Sirach, chapter 23, verse 19. Doing things for eye service is like doing things to please men. In other words, doing things to be seen in a certain light in the eyes of men. Like, oh shoot, he's watching, let me do this so he can see me doing that. The kind of person that's at work, kind of like what people will call a kiss ass, so to speak. Oh shoot, the boss is watching. Even though I already clearly swept this area and did everything. Let me hurry up and just let me grab the next person. Let me grab the guy over here, broom, who's still working. Let me grab his broom while he's not looking and pretend like I'm sweeping up the area that he gotta clean. And let me do it when the boss is watching. Even though I'm already done with my area. I'm done cleaning my area, and this guy over here, he's not done cleaning his. So since the boss not watching, I'm gonna grab his broom and start sweeping his area. And then I'm gonna say, yeah, man, this guy's taking too long. I gotta do his work for him. You being a man pleaser. Then you got the guy that don't do nothing at all, but only does something with people watching. So those are examples of doing things for eye service, for the service of the eyes. And we'll get into those scriptures too. So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 23, verse 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Matter of fact, I'm going to start up a little bit. Verse 18. A man that breaketh wedlock saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. So let me give you an example. Let's say you got somebody that's committing the act of adultery, right? The man dealing with another man's woman. And they're in the darkness. The walls cover me. The walls cover them. You can't see. And nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? In other words, nobody sees me. There's nothing to fear. The Most High not going to remember my sins. You thinking that because you're doing an unjust act and no man is there to watch you because the walls cover you, you in the darkness, that since no man can witness it, you scot-free. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men. See, a person like that only fears the eyes of men and knoweth not that the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. What does that mean? And this is the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. The eyes of the Lord are talking about the Lord's angels, which the word angel means messenger. So the angels see the things that's going on the earth. They report those things back to the Most High. And it says the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Now the sun is the brightest thing in the sky, and its light can cover vast areas. But if the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, then what that means is that the eyes of the Lord, meaning the Lord's angels, are places where the sun's light can't reach. So the sun's light is bright, and it can reach different places, but the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So the places where the sun's light can't reach, those are the angels where the Lord can reach. Those are the areas where the Lord's angels can reach. Let me give you an example. It's like if I say, that guy is as strong as an ox. Or if I say that dude got the strength of 10 men. He don't literally got the strength of 10 men. It is using it as an example that he's very strong. So if the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, it's not saying that the angels are bright like the sun's light is bright, but there's areas where the angels can see that the sun's light can't reach. So just because you're in your house and you cover the blinds and hypothetically, for example, and the sun's light can't come in your house, well, guess what? The angels, they're still there. They see everything you're doing. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. So the angels behold or see all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. So the angels know your innermost desires. The angels know what kind of individual you really are. They know your heart. So you really can't hide nothing from the Most High, man. Can't hide nothing from the Lord. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 6. Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling, and singleness of your heart as unto Yahushua. Not with eye service. Look at the word eye service. Hold on.
Strong's G 3787, ophthalmodulea.
Ophthalmodulea. Service performed only under the master's eyes, for the master's eye usually stimulates the greater diligence. Oh, look, my boss is watching. Or in other words, master's watching. My boss is watching. Let me be more diligent because he over here looking. His absence, on the other hand, renders sluggish. So when he's around, you're doing something to be looked at as pleasing in the eyes of your master, or let's say your boss, someone who's over you in authority. But in his absence, you're acting like a sluggard. You're not really diligent. You're only doing it to be seen. So it says service performed only under the master's eyes. So that's what eye service is. It's service that's performed only under someone's eyes because you're being watched. For the master's eye usually stimulates to greater diligence. It's like when a person is working out and a trainer is there and a trainer goes, all right, do this. And then the trainer walk away to get something out of their bag. You're supposed to do 10 reps or 12 reps. You're supposed to do 12 reps. You only did 9. Yeah, I did 12. You ain't do 12, man. You did 9. But if your trainer was standing right there, you'd have made sure to complete all of them reps. You know what I'm saying? And in other words, you're selling yourself short. So if you in this truth, man, you got to really be in this thing. You can't be straddling the fence. And the Most High, brothers is spiritual. Brothers going to see that. Brothers going to see you falling off. So you got to really want this thing. If you don't want this thing, then, you're in the wrong line of business. This is more important than anything else, anything out there in the world. Your family, your woman, your job, your house is more important than that. It's more important than that. This comes first. If you got to risk losing that, then so be it. The Most High can give you greater. That's when faith comes in. Okay? This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Start from 1. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahushua, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses. The same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. So the same things we learn, we got to be able to commit these to faithful men, to other people out there that believe, who shall be able to teach others also. Okay? Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua. So you got to what? You got to endure hardness, man. You got that word hardness.
Strong's G 2553, Karkapatheo.
Karkapatheo. To suffer, endure, evils, hardships, troubles, to be afflicted. Well, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua. So that's what you got to do. You got to endure hardness, man. You got to go through these difficult hardships, these difficult times. Because that's what a soldier does. Sometimes when them soldiers out there fighting, it's in the rain. It's in the cold. It's hot. They're in the trenches. And they developing trench foot. Look up trench foot. Those are hard things they got to deal with. Not to mention the battle itself. Being away from their family. Not being able to enjoy the pleasures of life. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of his life. So no man that warreth in his truth, entangleth himself with the affairs of his life. So you're not supposed to be entangled with the affairs of his life. To make a military expedition, To lead soldiers to war or to battle, spoken of a commander, to do military duty, to be on active service, be a soldier to fight. Simple. Metaphor.
Strong's G 4754. Stratuo.
Stratuo. And it says metaphorically of spiritual conflict. That's what it's talking about. And it's got the word entangleth. To enweave of a thing, to entangle, involve in.
Strong's G 1707. Impleco.
Impleco. So not supposed to be entangled with the affairs of his life, man. I'm good at that word affairs. Prosecution of any affair. Business, occupation. See? That's your job right there.
Strong's G 4230. Pragmatia.
Pragmatia. So no man that war viewing of truth entangleth himself with the affairs of his life. You're not supposed to be entangled. When you entangle in something, you're wrapped up in it. You can't get out of it. So if you're all wrapped up in your business and your occupation, guess what? I mean, you ain't a good soldier. That he may please, and it says the affairs of this life, because in this world, those things are valued. Not in the eyes of the Lord. That's not going to get you to the kingdom. Of course, you got to work. You need money to survive. You know? But this thing come before everything. Meaning this truth comes before everything else. That he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. See? And who chosen you, the Lord. So it's about pleasing the Lord, not about doing nothing for eye service for man, man. So with that, I'm going to close and say, oh, praise the how about Shemel Shah, double line, say, apology, GMS. I hope you better learn something. Shalom.